It is me, your favorite girl, Jessica Nicole. And in today's video, as you can see from the title, we're talking about hair. And we know that it is fall, so that means we gotta keep the ends of this hair protected, especially because I am back on a natural hair journey. I'm gonna be showing you how I get my favorite hairstyle, which is this. Okay, I love me a good middle part where you'll always catch me with this kind of hairstyle. But yeah, before we get into this video, I want to shout out my gang. I love y'all so much, especially this previous video though. Y'all gave me hella love. Like, I'm so happy to be back. Y'all making the girl feel all bushy and shit. I am so happy to be back. But yeah, I love y'all. And anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and enjoy. So in today's video, I am working with Nadula Hair. I worked with this company about 1.5 years ago. I enjoyed working with them, so I was like, why not work with them again, right? Right. So in the package that I received from Nadula Hair, I got a wig cap. It was black. Don't need it. Throw it away. So I also got 3 bundles and a 5x5 closure. All the hair was in Brazilian body wave. I got the closure was in 18 inches. I got a 20-inch and 2 22-inch bundles. Running my fingers through the closure, I remember the hair and how soft it was. I don't know where the wig is from the old hair, but you know, I believe in shit. But anyway, we're just gonna go straight into bleaching the knots of the closure. So to bleach the knots of the closure, of course, I needed gloves. I also had a 10 volume developer, quick glue, and BW2 bleach, a bleaching bowl, and a whisk. Do not judge my bleaching bowl, okay? We've been through some stuff together. So I just lined my table with a plastic bag and went ahead to mix my bleach and developer. By the way, I use 10 volume developer because 30 moves too fast for me, and I'd rather take my time bleaching it. I feel more safe using 10 volume developer, so that's why I always use 10. But to each his own, use whatever volume developer you want to use. I just feel better with 10. So I made sure I mix this to a creamy consistency, and I always make sure when I mix my bleach, I make sure it's a thick consistency to where when I flip my little spatula over, nothing's falling off of the spatula. Went ahead and applied that to the back of my closure and, you know, did the damn thing. I made sure I pulled back all the baby hairs that came on the closure so that I did not end up bleaching any hair. So I'm just laying this on some foil paper. This is just to help speed the process up. And I just made sure I pressed it in slightly and then went through the hair to make sure that no bleach went up onto the actual hair itself. It did not happen this time, so I'm very proud of myself. And I just took another piece of foil just to wrap it a little bit more tightly so that it could bleach. While the hair was bleaching, I went ahead and washed my bundles and conditioned my bundles. And don't mind my elbow, it's a little ashy, okay? It was a stressful day that day, I'm sorry. And then here is my closure. I think my closure sat for about 45 minutes, and that's how it looked after being bleached. And I went ahead and washed that off and used my neutralizing shampoo. This shampoo turns pink when there's still product in the hair, so I love the shampoo a lot, especially for bleaching, because then I know that everything's out of the hair. And then I went ahead and used purple conditioner just to tone the bleach that is on the knots of the hair, because we don't want brassy colors on our closures, right? Right. So while the closure was still wet, I literally just finished washing it. I pre-plucked the front part of my closure. So literally I just pulled some hairs, went behind the hairline, pulled some hairs back there, and went behind that and plucked some hair. So I just went back like 2 rows and just did a little plucking, and that's basically all I did for that night. This is the next day, and now we're going to sew down the hair. So what I like to do is, after putting on the cap, I like pulling down my closure a little bit past my cap, maybe about like 1 inch. I'm lying, I don't remember, but I just pull it down until I feel satisfied, and I go ahead and pin this really tight. Like, I stretch my cap as best as possible so that it lays as flat as possible. We need this closure to lay flat, alright, flat. I went ahead and just braided the hair down, so I'm not pulling any of the hair while sewing my closure down. And when sewing my closure, you guys, if you watched my hair videos before, I've always explained this. I sew on each side and I go back and forth up. So there's one needle on one side, I sew a couple times, and I go to the other side and I sew a couple times, and I keep going back and forth until I reach the back middle. So, and then I tie the two strips together, clip it, and that's the best way that I lay my closures as flat as possible. Some people like to go all the way around, and I feel like I always mess up, and then it's a little lopsided. So after doing that, I went ahead and sewed one track, so one layer of a track around the inside of my cap. I do that just because if a strong gust of wind comes and blow my wig back, you're not seeing cap, you are seeing hair. I always do this to my wigs because I've been seeing people that made wigs and just see cap. I ain't having it. You ain't gonna have me out here looking crazy. Okay, so I just went ahead off camera and sewed down the rest of that bundle, and now we're just putting one bundle and the other bundle together. We're making a big happy family. So when we're doing that, we're sewing one end, the end of the last bundle with the end of the other bundle together, and I just sew it and tie it really tight so that they don't loosen or move away from each other. And then I just go ahead and sew the rest of my bundle in. So there wasn't much to see about me sewing. It's the same thing over and over. We always see sewing when we make wigs, but when I am sewing my last track, I make sure I sew it against my closure so that when I'm laying it, you're not seeing closure, then track, and just literally seeing just hair. Okay? And literally, this was all that was left from me sewing my wig. I had the tiniest amount of hair left because you guys know I love like 4 bundles or more, and I had 30, so I was using it all. So after doing that, I'm just cutting out the bottom of the cap out of the wig and going ahead and laying it flat. I'm using mousse to lay down the hair, and then I'm just going to take my comb and just make a part. If you guys don't notice, anytime I have a middle part wig, my parts are not straight. Why are they not straight? Because I can't help it. That's just how I part my hair. I part my hair that way and naturally when I part my hair for hairstyles. So, hey, it is what it is. I don't need a super straight part. Some people judge me off of it. Don't care. After laying it flat, I just went ahead and went back to plucking. I just plucked the hairline a little bit more so that I can have some baby hairs. And then I just went ahead and plucked the rest of the part. So I plucked the part, and I think I did a pretty good job. Alright, so now we are moving on to my favorite part, to why my waves come out so bomb. So my waves come out so bomb because I go in with scissors and I cut on back hair. I cut so where I start off is the face area. I try to frame my face with cutting. So I cut by my face first, and I start by my chin, and I start cutting downwards, and I do the same on both sides, and then I start to pull the hair backwards to behind the head, and I start to clip that way as well. And from there, I just go in and just grab hair and I just cut going downwards, just making some form of layer so that when I do curl the hair, it just looks layered, full, and just nice and wavy. When I do this without doing this, my hair just looks flat. So I'd rather just go in and cut. I also follow with a razor comb so that nothing in the hair is like really blunt and just cut. The only thing that's usually blunt is like the little front pieces, but I don't worry about that either. And once the hair is curled, nobody could tell anyway, so, you know. Mind you, I am not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing, so don't be upset. So, now, when curling the hair to get this hairstyle, if you guys do not know, I curl my hair away from my face. No matter which way I'm curling, no matter what hairstyle I want, I curl away from my face. So I curl away from my face because I like my hair to frame my face a certain way. So that's exactly what I do. I go ahead and curl the hair, spray this got to be sprayed, and I pin the hair down, and I do this throughout the entire wig. So when I get to the top where the closure is, I like my closure to be really flat. So I go in with my hot comb, and I just take the hot comb and I comb through the top. Usually it gets really flat, but please be careful using a hot comb because you can burn your lace, and then that's it. Okay, you have to figure out how to fix it. So after curling, I just go back in with my razor comb, and whatever doesn't give me that nice fluff or whatever the case may be, especially in the front area of the hair. I just go in with a razor comb and I just chop a couple pieces off. So again, that it looks full, it gives the wave, and it just hugs the curls and everything just flows together. Then I use a eyebrow razor to cut my lace. This is the best thing I've ever used to cut my lace. That's what makes me happy. That's what I use. And then after doing that, I just sewed a band inside of my wig because I take this wig off every night before I go to bed because I cannot sleep in hair. So I just put a band inside and I legit, that's it. I just live my life like this. Not every day do I glue my wig down. I barely glue my wig down ever, but you know, is what it is. But yeah, this is how I get my go-to hairstyle. I love this hairstyle so much. It is everything. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you to Nadula Hair for working with me on this video. So whatever they have going on, of course, will be in the description bar down below. Check them out, Instagram, website, whatever you gotta check them out. Feel me? Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all social medias. Check out Nadula Hair, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace, y'all.